to Greg's address.
Did he want you to get pregnant?
No. I told him they were hormone injections, so I'd get breasts. I really wanted to get pregnant.
Sweetheart, you're only 17.
Don't you understand? I don't have much time left. I'll go through menopause in a couple of years. I mean, most women have more than 20 years to have a child. I'm lucky if I have 5.
It's egg donation, adoption.
I don't want somebody else's baby. I want my own.
You nearly killed yourself. You don't need to be thinking about children. You need to graduate and go to a good college.
Dad, I am not a child. Stop telling me what to do.
You did this. You put these crazy ideas in her head.
This happened under your roof with one of your employees.
Oh, you're just dying for your day in court to say
Stop
that.
it.
Right?
Here's
I'm
just
a
lying
horrible
Please,
boss.
just stop the fight.
You two should wait outside, please.
Okay, baby.
We'll be outside.
So what's the truth about Greg?
I love him.
And he didn't force you.
No. If anything, I persuaded him.
Did you ever think why he's interested in you sexually?
You mean because I look so young?
Yeah.
Boys my own age think I'm a freak. They'll never date me. Greg and I have so much in common. We love the same movies, the same music. We can talk for hours. He loves me for me, not for my body.
Still, he's never settled down with any girlfriends his own age. He's 30 years old. What is it, Jenny? Tell me.
Nothing. I know people will disapprove, but so what? He loves me.
He loves you. He left you in agony in a hotel room. He ran away.
He went to the drugstore to get me some painkillers. He came back. That's why you were able to arrest him. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to live my life.
This girl is being pulled apart by an overprotective father and an overly permissive mother.
I think Janie knows what she wants. I think we should listen to her.
You know, let Greg Hartley have what he wants.
Janie will always look significantly younger than she is. When she's 30, she's going to look 17. Is Greg Hartley a pedophile then?
Look, I got a problem with any 17-year-old dating a 30-year-old.
Well, you may not approve, but legally, a 17-year-old can sleep with whoever she wants to.
You can't tell me Janie's little girl looks don't turn him on.
Even if that's true, lots of women shave and starve themselves to look younger. It's a pervasive male fantasy. The dirty cheerleader, the naughty schoolgirl.
And that makes this okay?
I once had a patient, Renee. Renee was born a male and then underwent surgery to become a female. She fell in love with a straight man, and even though he knew that she was genetically a male, he never saw her that way. To him, Renee was a woman. People are weird.
So you think Hartley sees Janie for who she really is?
I'm saying I'm not so sure it's our right to judge her sexual choices. If she and Greg Hartley are really in love, who are we to try and stop them from being together?
If being the operative word.
Bottom line, Janie and her family are going to have to sort this mess out on their own.
Oh, they're not. Troll just responded to the Spear house.
Get a kick of Cajun with him. Catch up with him.
You cheated on the LSAT.
I took the LSATs for her. She could blow my cover.
That's what he thought his daughter was worth.
Is that true?
Yes. We'd pay more to keep on Janie's life.
I'm not leaving Janie. I love her.
You say that again, I'm gonna kill you. Easy, Mr. Spear.
Get out.
Make sure he leaves.
Saw Janie at the hospital this morning. Said as soon as she's better, she's going to go live with him.
I don't know what I can do. pile of pins was family court.
It's a person in need of supervision convince the court that Janie needs to live at home.
It's only good till she's 18, but a couple months might be all she needs to get over that creep.
If my lawyer calls you, would you testify? I mean, about Greg.
To help if there is something to testify about.
Did you do any background checks on Greg before you hired him? Previous employers, references?
Of course, why?
Something Janie said. Didn't say. Could I have a copy of that?
Detective Stabler, in your opinion, should Janie Spear be allowed to live with Greg Hartley?
No.
Because she's too young?
She doesn't know Greg Hartley.
What do you mean?
4 years ago, Mr. Hartley was fired from a job in Nassau County for having an inappropriate relationship with his employer's 15-year-old daughter.
Your Honor, this is a completely unsubstantiated accusation.
Mr. and Mrs. Bianchi are waiting outside to tell their story if you'd like.
You'll get your chance, Miss Walsh. Go on, Mr. Van Allen.
Were charges filed against Mr. Hartley?
No, according to the Nassau County detectives, the girl refused to testify because she was, quote, in love with Mr. Hartley.
In your experience as a Special Victims Unit detective, what does this tell you about Mr. Hartley?
He's attracted to little girls.
A suitable companion for Janie Spear?
No.
Thank you.
Before we come to Mr. Hartley, what is your opinion of my client, detective? Do you think she's bright?
Yes,
Could she function in the outside world, hold down a job, for example?
I guess.
In the Nassau case, no criminal charges were filed against Mr. Hartley
Because the girl wouldn't testify.
because nothing happened.
Parents think something did.
They think. But as far as the police and the courts are concerned, Mr. Hartley is innocent of any wrongdoing.
Well, he got away with it.
You have a 17-year-old daughter, don't you?
Objection. Detective Stabler's personal life isn't relevant.
This witness clearly has a personal bias in this case, Your Honor. Why else would he go trawling through New York State digging up dirt on Mr. Hartley?
Do you have a daughter, detective?
I have 3 daughters and 1 son, and they have nothing to do with this.
Despite the fact that you're separated from your wife and hardly see your kids?
Don't you talk about my family.
Despite the fact that you once pulled your 17-year-old daughter's boyfriend out of a car and threatened him with violence if he didn't leave her alone?
That has nothing to do with this.
It has everything to do with this, detective, because it affects your ability to view this case. When you look at Nathan Spear, you see a man, a father, like yourself, who is about to lose his daughter. That's why you're going after the man that Janie loves.
No. I'm going after a pedophile.
Janie, do you understand that if you live on your own, you could be cutting all financial ties with your family?
If that's what my dad wants to do, yes.
Do you have a plan?
Finish high school and go to college. Major in business like my dad.
How will you pay for this?
I'll get a job. I'm really good with computers. I can work from home.
Where would home be?
With my boyfriend, Greg Hartley.
Is Mr. Hartley happy with this arrangement?
Yes, Greg loves me. I know everyone thinks it's weird, but part of having Turners is accepting who I am. I have accepted it. I don't think it's fair that my father or anyone should break us up because they can't accept that I'm a woman.
Hey! What's going on?
Butt out. She's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend. Show me some ID.
Hi, lady. She's not showing you anything.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Are you nuts?
No, you are. Molesting a child in public?
Stop it, please! He's my boyfriend! Stop! Leave him alone!
Cop, you're under arrest.
Is there a problem here?
What are you making out with that girl?
Get her off of me.
Please tell her.
Creeps legal. Girl 17.
17?
Jake, come here. You sure you want to do this?
Let's go home.
Just gonna let them walk away?
That's what the court ordered.